Hello, everyone. Alright, so I want to talk to you guys about um, liberals and conservatives. But first off, I want to talk to you guys about, yes, the liberals, Democrats, and conservative Republicans. Um, I told you guys yesterday in one of my videos, normally I don't get political, but I don't enjoy a few political debates here and there, but I made a video saying a week ago that debates are useless, and I meant every word of it when I was talking about that debates are useless. Because think about it, guys. Think about it. Excuse me, a little itchy. But I want to let you guys know that. Oh, excuse me. Alright, guys, that. Um, you know how you argue, sometimes you would have a political debate, especially with like Donald Trump supporters, and Donald Trump thought it was okay to go around telling his supporters, "No, I didn't like you can act like this, you can act like that, you can say this, you can say that." Now, I don't disagree with everything that Donald Trump had said and did, because some of the things he said and did were right. He was correct, 100% about God, because one of the speeches he made back in 2017, he said, "We don't worship government, we worship God." And half the country was upset about that. Oh my gosh, why did he say that? This and that. Most of them are not religious. Now, the Bible doesn't say anything about politicians talking about God, because, well, politicians are politicians. It's politics. The Bible is more about religion, not politics. But, guys, we have to understand that, yes, you don't have to worship God, but there's no Bible scripture that says you have to worship God, because, well, basically it's not a sin if you don't worship God. But it is a sin if you mock God. That is a sin. But God never said, "Oh, you have to worship me." No, he never said that. Jesus Christ never said, "Oh, you have to go and worship me in a temple or at a church or wherever." No, Jesus never said that. And you don't have to be Christian to worship Jesus Christ. But I can get to more of that in the next video. But anyway, we all have to understand that, there's a limit to how much everyone can take and this and that. So basically, I want to let you all know that when Donald Trump and his supporters don't agree with you or me or anybody, they're calling you liberal. They're calling you socialist. They're calling you this. They're calling you that. They're calling you. They're calling you so many names that you would not normally hear about back then. Because there is a limit to how much everyone can take, and if you don't take that limit, it'll take you, and you don't want that. And what that means is, if you've had it up to here with them calling you a liberal, because not everybody who doesn't like him is a liberal. There's even conservative Republicans who don't like him. World leaders don't like him. Nobody likes him. To be honest, I don't like him. But his character as a human being is questionable because of the way he talks and acted. And he ain't no great actor, I'll tell you that. The thing really what got me, though, when I was mad about guys last year in 2020 was in the middle of the year of 2020. I think it was in the summertime. It was at a rally in Florida. I think it was in Jacksonville or Miami. At a rally in Florida. He was talking about the pandemic. And he was dancing. He was going like this with his hands, and he was dancing on stage. And he was smiling and laughing. Kind of like a maniac who just went out on a rampage and killed somebody and was laughing and smiling about it. Now, did he do that? No. But he's laughing, smiling, and dancing at a rally in Florida. This was a year ago. In 2020. 2020. And his supporters were clapping, they were cheering, they were smiling, laughing too. And he had hundreds and thousands of supporters there. What doesn't make any sense is that he needs to understand that it was in the middle of a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic that cost lives, and he didn't care. When was the last time Barack Obama was acting like that in the middle of H1N1 in the pandemic in 2009? Did Barack Obama have a rally and did that? No. Did Bush? No. Biden? No. Bill Clinton? No. Jimmy Carter? No. Richard Nixon? No. Abraham Lincoln? No. And back then, even in the 19th century, there was a pandemic. I don't know the name of it, but I can research it. Listen, guys. That was the only guy as president of the United States of America acting like that. And it's not because he was Republican. It's because of what he acted on and what he was talking about at his rally. Even his other rallies all over the country. Now imagine if he said that in other countries. If he did that in other countries. If he was their president or even a prime minister. You really think their country would allow that to go on? No, they would have impeached him so fast he would not make 30 days in office. Barack Obama, as a former president of the United States of America, was talking about it last year, and he said that it was wrong, and he was going on this and that. Well, Barack Obama was correct 100%, and I'm going like this with my hands because I know it's a hand gesture, but just letting you guys know, hey, I'm trying to give you a message here. The message is, as if I was the president of the United States of America, I would not act like that at a rally. I wouldn't. In the middle of a pandemic last year, he was laughing, smiling, and dancing on stage with his hands like this. And he thought it was a joke. He thought he was having a great time. The music was on. His supporters held up signs wearing Make America Great Again hats and gear and all that. Guys, this is not normal behavior, even politically. He's not a career politician, and I respect that. But, he's still in the headlines today. This guy won't go away. No offense, but he won't go away. And what I mean by that is, he won't stay off television for a minute. He wants the fame. He wants his 15 minutes of fame for the whole world. Listen, I'm not trying to start an argument, a debate, or whatever. Now, we can debate civilly, because I'm not arguing with anybody. But this guy was a disgrace and made a mockery of the country, especially in 2020, okay? Which was his fourth year in last year of his first term. And they were right. He was a one-term president. You know who else was almost this close to being a one-term president? Obama. Because of the Republicans. The Congress and the Senate would not work with Barack Obama. Mitch McConnell came out in 2009 and said, we are not going to help this man with anything. We're going to try to make him a one-term president. And Barack Obama knew about it, but he handled the Republicans a lot better than Donald Trump handled the Democrats. Because 24/7, Donald Trump was saying, Barack Obama, he wasn't born in our country. He was in Africa, He was saying things like that. And y'all know it's true. Back in 2016, he made Obama release his birth certificate. He didn't force him, but he wanted him to release his birth certificate. And it happened. Obama, I thought better of him because he released his birth certificate. You don't fall for everything he's going to tell you to talk about or act on. Because we all have to understand, I told you, there's a limit to how much anyone can take. Think about that. Remember that. There's a limit. Obama had his limits with that because he was tired of this man making a mockery out of his presidency and saying this and that, especially 2015, 2016. This guy almost ruined the country. Obama kind of did too, but Obama knew his things and what he was doing. This other one, no. They don't even compare as presidents. Republican and Democrats. And Obama's the Democrats. As much as half the country hates Democrats, when it compares to someone like this, you really don't, you really can't really choose Republicans after that. Because, Abraham Lincoln must be rolling over in his grave because of how the Republicans treated everybody else. Especially in this century. And this new generation of politicians is getting worse and worse. And I'm telling you guys, they argue, they fight, they act stupid. Why do you think the bills are getting vetoed, thrown out? Because, well, they don't agree with it. So the executive orders get thrown out, tossed under the bus because, well, they don't agree with it. They can't come to an agreement on health care, immigration, education for the kids in the country, They don't care. So, just like that, the Congress, the Senate, everybody's fighting and acting stupid. There are kids in our country who will do a better job running the country than these guys. I look like a kid myself, but I'm not. I'm 27 years old, and someone told me I look like I'm 19, 23, 21. No, I used to be. I'm 27, and I don't look like it. I don't act like it at times. But just because I make noises does not mean I'm a man. I'm not a man, because I am a man. Men make noises too, kind of like that. But anyway, guys, we have to understand, for the sake of the country, they need to really stay on politics, and they need to understand it's not about Republicans. It's not. See, I already came up with a campaign slogan in the future. Years from now, when I run for president, it's going to be "Move America Forward," because America has gone so backwards in the past, and they don't let it go, and it's history after history after history in the past. We got to move America forward and think about the future. For the future of the education of the children, immigration, and healthcare, and foreign policies. Because foreign policies is what really is going to affect the world. Not just our country, but other countries as well. So, as a U.S. citizen, natural U.S. born citizen, I respect everything a lot of presidents have done for our country in the past. But to move America forward, we need to think about the future and make it a better and a bright future for everybody. Especially for kids and the elderly. Everybody wants a bright future. And you better believe, if I'm president of the United States of America in the future, 10 years from now, you better believe our country won't be what it is today. And that's a promise I'm willing to make. And if I mess up in the future for our country as president, you can hold me accountable. As you, the American U.S. citizens and voters of our country, you will hold me accountable if I mess up. And if I'm not being held accountable by man, God's going to hold me accountable. So if the world won't, God will. If God won't, the world will. Think about that. But they're always calling you liberals when they don't agree with you, or socialist. But they don't, 9 times out of 10, these are the uneducated guys and girls that don't know anything about history. Because did Barack Obama make fun of anybody and call them conservatives because they didn't agree with him? No, Barack Obama had taken it like criticism like a man. He understand the job as president, and he got things done when the Republicans didn't want him to. But the other one, he can't handle criticism as a Republican. He can't handle it. So guys, just remember, and if you want to go share this video, talk to everybody about it, that's fine. But just show respect. Don't call me name or anyone names when you don't agree with them. Because that shows you who you are as a human being. When you showing your true colors. That's all I have to say. And have a great Saturday.